Hello, welcome to this video. My name's Dan, aka Lucen. I'm a singer-songwriter, and today I'm going to be reacting to Sunset Season by Conan Gray. Let's go. So back in February, I discovered Conan Gray for the first time, thanks to you guys who voted for me to react to his album Kid Crow back in February. It was an amazing discovery and I fell in love with him immediately. I've been listening to the whole album and to Overdrive as well, like on repeat. And in that video, a lot of people asked me to react to his original EP, Sunset Season. So I thought this would be a good week to do so. Yeah. But before we get started, I'm a singer-songwriter, so I do all my own stuff, and I also love everything songwriting, like really getting into it. So if you like all that kind of stuff, and also reactions obviously, then feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video, then please give it a like, because it helped in the algorithm. That's what it does. Let's go. So the first song, this is Idle Town. Let's go. This town will never change. Cute. I guess it's like not liking like the small town vibes. Cool. The sound is a bit more experimental than his album, I think. Sounds like he's trying to make the most of this, like living in a small town, not having broken free of it yet. Watching the sunrise. Cute. Like, it sounds like early Conan. I think his album sounded like an extra level of professional, you know? It's like making the most of, like, trying to make the most of, like, every day, you know, watching the sunrise, trying to, like, party through the night and having the shared experience with other people who also want to get out of this small town. It's kind of melancholy, isn't it? It'll stay the same, but we'll move on. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Interesting. I like the vibe of that. It's kind of has like a melancholy edge to it. It really sounds like he's kind of in this small town, desperately wanting to get out, but not kind of being able to, and therefore kind of like trying to make the most of it with his friends and with the people he loves. Yeah, I can totally relate to that. Like, I'm basically in that situation at the moment. Like, I live in like a really small town. It really feels like everyone's just kind of going about their day-to-day lives, and I feel in myself that I want to like move. I want to do stuff that's exciting, and I want to, you know, go forwards with my career. I want to be going to like parties, finding like-minded people, that kind of thing. The reason I am stuck here is because of lockdown, and hopefully like when the summer comes and all the restrictions lift, I can actually like move out. Again. Lol. The song could have used another place to go. It sounded at the end that there was like a positive kind of spin right at the end. Like, I get that like the song is kind of repetitive and idle. That's kind of the vibe, right? But I feel like it needed like something extra, maybe just to like kind of take it over the edge. I think it kind of sounds like Conan kind of still discovering his songwriting process that he kind of really like manages to really nail in the next album. Let's go on to song number 2. This is Generation Y. I guess that's like Generation Z and Generation X, but this is Generation Y. Y. Ooh, that's cool. There's real playfulness, isn't there? It's again more of that idea of there not being much going on in the town. This song definitely has a bit more of a sense of the cadences that he uses in the melodies in the next album. Oh, this feels like a little bit more of a hit, you know? You can hear the kind of angst in the lyric, but there's a sense of camaraderie, isn't there, with other people of the same age as you. I like the pace of this one. It has a bit more kind of movement to it. With the worthless, cursed with too much time, kind of like not knowing where your place is, but feeling like you're a victim of the society that you've been born in. Bit existential. Oh god, it's quite dark, isn't it? I'm sure a lot of people can relate to it though, because there is really a sense of feeling lost when you're that kind of age. Well, he must have been about 20 when he did this, right? Yeah. Why? I like that. Cool. There's definitely like a real youthfulness to that song. Like you can sense that he's quite young and he's kind of like angsty and trying to kind of figure out his place in society. Yeah, I really liked that. That had like a bit more of like a rhythm to it though, that I could kind of get into. Like melodically, and his voice like sounded a lot closer to Kid Crow kind of style than the previous song. So yeah, I kind of appreciate like being able to hear like his kind of journey actually. Yeah. Cool. Let's go on to the next song. Song number 3. This is Crush Culture. Crush Culture. No one's gonna call you. Oh. Checking your volume. This baby is love proof. Yeah, I doubt that. You can tell he's quite like an introvert, you know? Oh, cool. It's quite big. It's quite dark. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I feel that. It's like he doesn't want to subscribe to like the kind of hookup kind of culture. I can understand like where he's coming from with this song. It really feels like, you know, there's so much in our culture that kind of tries to get us to, especially in like, for me in like gay culture, it kind of feels like you're expected to like go on Grindr and sleep around and stuff. And it's like, we're not all like that. We don't all want to do that, you know? Cool. Yeah, like I totally relate to that. Like I find it really difficult as a very kind of romantic person to actually kind of operate within those kinds of circles where you're kind of expected to like hook up, go on one night stands and just like hook up with people and like kiss people you don't know and all that kind of thing. Like it's not who I am, but like in the past I've definitely felt that pressure to be like that, partly to do with like how like gay male society has definitely kind of had that as a focus in the past, you know, partly because of like just the way that society has developed around it. There's kind of that kind of expectation, and I think now really feels like there are people who don't feel like they're represented in that side of culture, and that's kind of what this song is really saying. It's like, you know, as an introvert, as a romantic person, like I don't subscribe to the kind of shallow connections. I want something more. Yeah, so I really relate to that. Okay, let's go on to the next song. This is song number 4. This is Greek God. Ooh, I quite like that. Cool. I know that you want me to like you, huh? Cool. He's kind of like singing this song to somebody who's very overconfident and very full of themselves. God. Yeah, it's like a kind of commentary on somebody who is obviously very good looking and knows it, I think. Like the production on this one is quite cool. It's quite intriguing. There's a lot of movement going on, you know. It kind of feels like Conan's kind of been at high school or something and has written these things in his bedroom, kind of being like, you know, I don't care what you say, like, you come across so confidently, but you're just a bully, and you're just like, I really get that vibe from it, you know. It's cute. Cool. Interesting song. Yeah, I sometimes feel like that way about some people. It's like, where do you get that confidence? Where do you get the kind of ability to like always think you're right and to push yourself ahead of other people? It's like, I'm just here like being like doubting everything I do, and like where do those people come from, and where do they get their goal from? I don't connect to those people. It's like like, who do you think you are, you know? Yeah, I liked that. And like describing him like a Greek god, it's like, yeah, they're very, the Greek gods they were, it kind of very full of themselves, very big-headed, you know. It's kind of interesting kind of link there. Quite cool. Okay, let's go on to the last song of the EP. This is Lookalike, song number 5. Ooh, that's cool. Sounds a little bit sadder. Cute. Oh, romance. Oh. Nice. Oh. So obviously he's feeling quite hurt by his ex moving on. It's almost like a defensive reaction, saying, oh, they don't hold a candle to me, but obviously he's feeling quite hurt by it. So obviously still has feelings for this person, you know. He clearly misses this person still. Oh. Oh. It's kind of a little bit like Heather, isn't it? Oh. It's the typical Taylor twist there. Oh, okay. There you go. That's the real thing, isn't it? Oh. Oh. You can almost hear them, like, the emotion in his voice. Oh, that's sad, isn't it? I loved that. That was really good. That one really reminded me of Heather, actually. You know, I feel like this was kind of almost like a formative version of that. Really cool. Oh, kind of heartbreaking. I love how, like, so he had that kind of journey in the you can tell that he's a Taylor Swift fan, because you can hear that journey in the song, how it starts one way and then changes. Yeah, I love how it kind of reveals both sides of feeling like that, though, because his immediate reaction is like defensive, like, oh, you've met this person, they look a bit like me, you know, that person's not gonna live up to my standards, you're obviously just trying to kind of like fill the hole I left behind. But actually he reveals in the final chorus that that's just actually the way that he feels, and he's actually just hoping that this person is still thinks of him in that way, you know. It's quite sad because he's obviously not over this person, but at the end he does say, I think it's time to find a lookalike, it's time to find what I had with that person but with someone else. Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting EP. It really feels like it kind of shows his development. There's hints of the kind of brilliance that he manages to get on Kid Crow, and it's really interesting to kind of see where he came from and how he kind of developed into being able to do like the album Kid Crow, which was just such a slam dunk, you know. If you haven't checked out my Kid Crow reaction, then I'll leave the link. Cool. Right, thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the end. I'm Dan. Make sure to like and subscribe. I will see you again soon. Bye.